This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. My name is Dr. Doug Smith, and this is our daily Monday through Thursday, 1 p.m. podcast. I am sitting right next to my router today, and it says I've got enough bandwidth to broadcast, so here we go. Again, audio only, because I really want you focusing on, not on me, I'm not that much to look at, but on the information that's on the screen. Because people come to this podcast to hear the truth. People come to this podcast to hear the science. People come to this podcast to hear what actually happened in the opioid crisis, because all we do here is present the science. That's all we're doing, is presenting the science. Not opinion, but science. And there's a lot of science for us to present. As you guys know, we're going through the citizens petition page by page because it's such an exciting document. Actually, I'm very fortunate we got the thing published on regulations.gov website, so I should hold the sarcasm. I am very thankful that we got it published. It's going to be a major step forward in how we bring about an end to this opioid crisis. And then, as you guys know, what we're doing here is we're presenting the scientific evidence as if we were in court, as if this was a case before a judge, before a jury, as if we were the attorney that was representing someone such as yourself who had been harmed by the opioids, genetically damaged by the opioids. And as you guys remember, we're going to go through the 5 categories: specific general causation, specific causation, signature disease, biomarker of exposure, and biomarker of disease. And today we're picking up with the general causation. Now, general causation is the lowest level of scientific evidence that you're going to find in a case of toxic tort, where a chemical, a drug, has poisoned somebody. Okay, general causation basically means that the drug has the ability, or is believed to have the ability, to cause harm in a human. General causation is that at least the drug has the potential to harm somebody. May not have harmed anybody yet, but it has the potential to harm somebody. And what we're saying here is that this is the level of evidence, of scientific evidence, that Congress requires of the FDA before the FDA issues a warning. Okay, because why didn't the FDA warn anybody about this genetic methylation? Why didn't the FDA warn anybody about this genetic damage? Okay, so the question comes up, well, was there an opportunity to be warned? And yes, there is. We're looking at it right here. And I want you to look at the screen. I want you to look at these 2 scientific medical papers. Okay, the first one there is by Nielsen, and it's from 2009. The second one there is by Shorbov, and it's from 2011. And either one of these articles alone is enough for the FDA to issue a warning that the opioids may be causing genetic damage. Notice the dates: 2009, 2011. Either one of these articles alone, but we've got both of them. So, do we have general causation? Oh, yes, we have general causation. You're looking at it right there. Okay, these are straightforward epidemiological scientific studies, very well done, no real bias. And all they did was compare people who were opioid dependent to people who were opioid naive, and they found that people who were opioid dependent had methylation, genetic damage, in a specific area of their DNA, that specific area being the OPRM1 gene, OPRM1 standing for opioid receptor mu1, OPRM1. That's the gene that creates, makes, translates the main opioid receptor in the body. So Congress had set up very low thresholds for the FDA to send out warnings, what are called triggers. And what I want everybody to know is those triggers were met 2009, 2011. Okay, it's now 2025. I mean, these triggers were met well over a decade ago, and the FDA still hasn't issued a warning. And that's our point. The FDA still hasn't issued a warning. And you're looking at the scientific evidence right there. So please review this part of the citizens petition. Post this podcast everywhere you can. Put it on your social media, everybody else's social media. Like us, subscribe to us, and we will pick up on this again next Monday. Everybody have a great weekend. Again, my name is Dr. Doug Smith, and this is the podcast where you will hear the truth about the opioids. And we look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.